It is good, once again, to speak not as a politician, but as a former National Security Advisor, Security Minister, and Police Commissioner on matters that directly impact the safety and security of citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. The recent situation involving former Commissioner of Police Earla Christopher, this is not isolated, and now presently reappointed Commissioner of Police Earla Christopher. It is the latest in a long line of incidents that expose just how deeply politics has infiltrated our systems of law enforcement and national intelligence. We could start with the Brent Thomas matter, a law-abiding citizen who was abducted outside our territorial jurisdiction on the directive of the then Minister of National Security, because only a Minister of National Security could give instructions for police officers to leave our territorial waters to be involved in any operation. And a judge rightfully questioned how officers involved in that unlawful action could still be serving in the TTPS. But instead, what did we do? We said nothing. Instead of accountability, one of the individuals involved was rewarded with a promotion to Deputy Commissioner of Police by a police service commission that was handpicked by a president who was selected by politicians. And we said nothing. Then there was Pastor Brown, who was defamed and publicly labeled as a self-proclaimed pastor by politically driven actors. All charges eventually dropped. No evidence. Just yet again a deliberate, coordinated character assassination campaign. And we said nothing. Next came the case of Roger Bess, a director of the SSE, who acted within the law to facilitate the legal acquisition of weapons for the Defense Force. He too was arrested, humiliated, and dismissed. The charges were baseless, and the attack was political. And we said nothing. I too endured these same tactics. During my tenure, I refused to arrest political opponents without evidence. The response? A report then came out with lies and false accusations written by one named Barrington, who submitted this to a Prime Minister, and he, the Prime Minister, and Blessy Prasad, used this to unlawfully interfere with a merit list for Commissioner of Police. That list was then withdrawn without approval from the Police Service Commission, and a dangerous precedent was set. Once more, we said nothing. And what became of that civilian who submitted the false report? He too was rewarded and appointed director of the SSE. Now, as we go back to the Earla Christopher matter, we are witnessing the same movie with a recycled script. The arrest of a sitting Commissioner of Police without evidence or legal justification. And this has embarrassed our nation and virtually crippled public trust in law enforcement. Now, this is based on a sniper rifle. A sniper rifle, they claim, which is legally available to licensed civilians for sport shooting. And this was deliberately misrepresented as a terrorist-grade weapon by officers in the Trinidad and Tobago Police Legal Department and the Professional Standards Bureau of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. Now let us be clear. The Commissioner of Police has full authority to issue semi-automatic weapons to any FUL holder. Roger Bess was an FUL holder. He possessed such a license. So there was nothing illegal in what transpired. Yet, we are now being subjected to headlines claiming an ongoing investigation exists, when in fact there is nothing to investigate. This is not just incompetence, it is institutional sabotage. The legal officers involved from the police service that did this should immediately be removed. The Professional Standards Bureau, which is now weaponized for political witch hunts, that should be shut down and rebuilt. Now, before 2018, public trust and confidence in the police service was 14%, the lowest in all arms in the public service. By 2021, under my watch, it had risen to 59%, the highest in public trust and confidence. And now it has plunged to, I think, below 8%. The numbers don't lie. People no longer trust the system. But these are the same police officers, so it is the system that has become the problem. The system is no longer built to serve them. It serves political agendas. We must also reconsider how commissioners of police are selected. The Police Service Commission should not be influenced by politicians. Earla Christopher, for instance, when she was assessed by international experts, she could not come in the top 20. And then when it was given to the Police Service Commission, again, who are persons who would be appointed by a president who's appointed by politicians, she moved from not coming in the top 20 to number 1. But this wasn't her fault. She applied, but the process was corrupt. Unless we reform these systems, we will continue to see rogue elements in the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service working hand in hand with political operatives to destroy reputations, sideline professionals, and reward misconduct. Anywhere else in the world, the officers who ordered and executed the unlawful arrest of a sitting Commissioner of Police without proper evidence should be suspended immediately. It is indeed time to clean house. if we are serious about restoring law, order, and public trust. We must take bold steps to purge the system of political interference and rogue elements. Let us not be silent any longer. Let us be courageous enough to say what must be said and do what must be done.